Here we go. We have TRK and Nupo versus TehQoz and Atomic. We hopped right into it, but this is the second semifinal. We had the other semifinal earlier today, and it's been a bit of a mess trying to schedule this one. But we're ready to go now. We had a moment of opportunity to do everybody, and so we just had to. We had to just go live. So it is Team Nupo, or sorry, Team TRK versus Team TehQoz. If this is for some reason the first part of the tournament that you've tuned into, TRK qualified via ranked as well as TehQoz, and they picked their teammates Atomic and Nupo. Made it through pool play and are into the semifinals. Both these teams have made it into the prize money. The prize money will be going to the top 4 teams, but a chance in the grand finals against the Twins on the line. Now, TRK and Nupo played against the Twins already and were able to win the last time they matched each other up. Will it be a rematch of the finals? Will TRK and Nupo make it there again for this time a best of 7? We'll have to see. I think they come in as the favorite. We started the chat prediction, but I don't know if anybody has gotten too much time to predict. I'll go ahead and check and see as Nupo puts in the first goal. It's actually incredibly heavily in favor of the Saudi duo, which makes a lot of sense. I would expect them to be predicted for. 96-4 is the biggest we've ever seen it, and we might end it soon. I'm probably going to give it like another minute or so. You guys did see TRK and Nupo score first, which aligns with the 96-4, but TehQoz puts a goal on the board. Will we see anybody drop a bit of points? Maybe, just maybe, you can become rich. We saw some people get VIPs this weekend by betting on the underdogs. That's how you get the real channel points. If you really want to come away with some solid points, you have to take a risk. But as the next goal goes in, I'm going to end submissions right there. A few more people ended up voting for TehQoz and Atomic. I'm trying to end submissions. There we go. Ended now. 89% ultimately in favor of TRK and Nupo. Thank you, Eros, for the tier 1. 27 months. Yeah, once again, sorry guys. The scheduling has been tough to end the tournament. We had no scheduling issues up until this EU playoff, which I feel good about. But it's been a bit of a mix-up. So this is kind of like a surprise stream almost. But hey, no better time to plug the YouTube, where you will get every series at the same time each day. Greatest place to watch through the whole tournament, in case you aren't happened to be subscribed there, as Team TehQoz and Atomic tie it up. One of the reasons why we've had so many conflicts is there's a big EU bubble tournament going on right now, and players have been playing in that as well as playing in this 2v2. Wasn't this happening tomorrow? This was happening tomorrow. At one point, this was happening Monday. And then all of a sudden, it was happening right now. The good news is you're here. You know, I'm sure there's a decent amount of people who were not expecting this to happen, who are just going to have to check it out on the VOD. Apologize for that, but getting the game had to be the #1 most important thing. And we have it. I've confirmed that we will have the grand final afterwards as well, which is good to know. TRK has been playing twos with so much patience when we've been watching him in the previous rounds. It's such a contrast to Nupo. This is a great example of what I'm talking about. You don't need to go speedy to make the right play. TRK just walking up to the ball and chipping it out and around TehQoz for the leading goal. Nupo, 360-degree flick. One sec. Nupo, bump on the goal line, was left alone. Atomic, infield pass. Not going to connect. Ping check. We don't normally do ping checks, but 116 for Nupo. He has had some seriously poor ping, I feel like, in recent matches, but he never seems to complain about it. TRK on the air dribble. Can't get much out of it. Atomic actually stealing the ball away from TehQoz. Nupo, no dunk available. 50 seconds on the clock. Team TRK in the lead. Nupo, what a shot! Oh my goodness. I was about to say there was no available angle for this to find its way in, but apparently there was. Nupo found it. Atomic was even in position. He was in the right spot to make it even tougher, and yet somehow Nupo found a way. Nupo 50 win. TRK can't find anything, but doesn't need to. 30 seconds left to go. Team TRK seems to be handling business. Over on the other side of the brackets, Team Killiers with the 4-0 against Oski and Atto. I mean, that was not an easy matchup. I think Team Killiers probably going to benefit from the fact that the grand final ended up happening today based on what we saw from them earlier. I think Team Killiers was in form. It looks like Team TRK is looking solid as well. I think Nupo and TRK were actually 1v1ing against each other right before this started. I don't know how much they lab in 1v1. It would make sense to do it a lot. Two of the top 1v1ers in the game could really improve from each other, but right now we're talking twos as TRK is up 1-0 as we head to game 2. Game number 2. Kickoff lost into the blue half. TRK trying to slot top right. Nupo, oh my goodness. TRK puts a shot just under the crossbar, forcing the save. It's a soft save, which makes it possible for Nupo to get the reset double. Reset first touch off the back wall, and a 91 km/h shot. TRK from the back corner, letting it fall to the ground, electing to probably save a bit more boost and trying to take an immediate dribble. Is the final today? Yes. The final will be shortly after this one. TRK falling from the ceiling. Atomic does actually fairly well to dribble it up over the top of him. Nupo launches this one downfield. Atomic has to control the double in order to not let the follow-up be available. Nupo cuts back in field. Low 50 with Atomic. TRK trying another 50. He's actually trying to 50 everybody on the field, but credit to Atomic. He does a good enough job to get his team out. Infield pass to TehQoz. Nupo chasing behind the play. Forced TehQoz to play it quickly. And he taps it into TRK. Nupo trying to read the clear. Not able to. Now TRK controlling the ball in the corner. Nupo, his shot sent away to the side wall. TRK reset fake. We've seen him go for that a lot. Seems like he's in general picking the safer option here in these 2v2s, even when he takes to air dribbles. Will that be something that his opponents will start to get a read on? Stop respecting the reset as much. Seems like a dangerous game. TRK gets this out to the midfield. Has to run away to preserve his life. Nupo trying to do Nupo things again. It has been basically all him. As he is, I shouldn't say that. TRK has done a lot as well, but the stylish goals have certainly been classic Nupo. Nupo tapping the ball across the net. Can TRK affect this early? TehQoz is going to launch it. in order to keep TRK out of the play, but drops it down to a position that's easy to stop. Now it's Nupo the other way. Both of Team TehQoz back. Atomic not able to double up his save, but TehQoz is there. And the pass actually goes slightly behind. Could have been a great passing play for the Spaniards. Just a little bit off. Nupo infield. The TRK. Atomic's in the right spot. TRK ended up putting it directly on him. Because he did so, it enables the counterattack. An easy ball for TehQoz. Credit to the flick. Nupo was going to try and challenge early. He got shot way over the top of him. Nupo air dribble to the back wall. His double stopped by Atomic. TRK now trying to carry this dribble all the way to the net. So the setup was headed to the corner. So it's going to take all of his boost for him to turn it into a shot, which he did, but a soft one at that. Now he's got two defenders to beat. TRK trying to fake. Got one to miss, but TehQoz does get the save. Now it's TRK on the dribble. Can't find much of anything. Team TehQoz back on the offensive half for the first time in a bit. Nupo doesn't have boost to go up and stop this shot. Atomic lets it fall to the ground. And Nupo is able to get the save off the black wall. Back wall, sorry. Nupo, huge dive. I'm surprised to see Atomic making that kind of dive from this position. TehQoz puts it off the back wall, and man, Nupo gets out to it. Atomic is their last back for sure, but thought he could intercept the play. "30 seconds left to go. Team TRK in the lead. Massive clear. Big miss by TehQoz. An opportunity to put a bunch of power on a counterattack, but actually have just as good of a one now if they could have prevented that challenge from TRK. It looks like it could be another goal for KSA. It's not going to matter. It'll slam off the post and down. 2-0 for Team TRK. So we head to game 3. Pool is 4,000. I think I'm going to quad the contribution. I think we could say that the total prize pool sits at 5,169. There was some confusion about what I meant by quadruple. And there'd only have to be like a couple more dollars donated anyways to hit the max no matter which way you interpreted my confusion. So I'm going to go ahead and just say that will hit my max. I appreciate your guys' contributions, which does mean it's a $5,169 total prize pool. Nupo. Reset wave dash. Atomic has TehQoz upfield, but TRK actually attacking from the ceiling in order to intercept it. TehQoz, interesting retreat from the direction of the play, making it hard for Atomic to really make the right play on the ball. A lot of times you do want to rotate through to be a disruption. With Atomic so ready to go. Not sure this was the case, but Team TehQoz does stay on offense. TRK gets it over the top of TehQoz. Now Atomic. Nobody pressuring ball. Nupo comes. Easy double jump over the top of him, but the play did what it was meant to do, which was get the ball out of his hands and into the hands of his teammate. Nupo, does he have the angle? He does! You never have to question. Oh, what a save! Wait, that doesn't even make any sense. Atomic gave a nice shot, which is just, I don't know. Nice. And then Nupo says, what a save. Interesting. Atomic now forced to respond 0 IQ. I don't know if he's forced to respond, but I don't know if there's hidden beef. Oh, gosh. Is there a misunderstanding? Or is there just beef before this match? Because Nupo is spamming what a saves after getting complimented. So I guess that is drama. I don't know what else to say. There must be beef behind the scenes. Atomic keeping it certainly above the board for the duration of the show match. But I guess maybe there were some secret hidden meaning if you knew the context behind these two teams. Nupo not going to be up for this. TehQoz and TRK. 50 to create the opportunity for Atomic. Nice double from TehQoz. That's actually the difference. You can see Nupo creeping up. He was expecting the 50, but not that additional touch. That put it behind him. Made it possible for Atomic to put them on the board. Now they need another. TRK has to save. TehQoz 50 straight down into the ground. Atomic reset touch. TRK did not get a good clear. Atomic apologizing, saying it's his fault for tying the game, and he's not wrong. TRK had to reverse up into that aerial. It was a bit of an awkward setup, and he wasn't able to connect. Will the trash talk end up hurting the Saudi team? I think we saw trash talk between them and Zen and Vatira. But that's the last time we have seen any animosity either way. Oh my goodness. Nupo with the bucket, throwing the what a save as he launches one to the ceiling and has been allowed to bring it back down to the ground before the shot. He's had a few different close angle ones, but $131 donation from Anonymous again. Anonymous is certainly the biggest donator this entire tournament, but it doesn't seem intentional every time. But either way, thank you, Anonymous. If Anonymous, if you're out there and you just keep donating, I can tell you wanted to clean $1,300. So we were with 5,300 total. 4,000 from me. We've definitely surpassed, no matter which way you interpret quadruple, we have now hit my max, which I very much appreciate you guys contributing to the prize pool. TRK is going to dunk in a lead. Nupo gets the reset over the top of TehQoz and then bumping Atomic too. Actually a pretty decent save attempt, but Nupo's going to throw the what a save. TehQoz ties it up. Super high score in game number 3. This kickoff looked like a wave dash kickoff attempt from TRK. I haven't seen too many players using that in twos, to be honest. I don't know if I've been really watching for it, but the benefits are certainly not nearly as much. The Spanish is going to work just fine. Normally that wave dash gives you a speed boost against the person at the kickoff, but the problem with using it in twos is that you have a second player to race to the ball, and it might not be worth anything. But of course, diving around the ball for the demo is tried and true and works here for TRK and Nupo. TRK passing this out to the midfield. Nupo's shot is not faster than the defense. TehQoz gets around this. Is this on target? It is. Too slow. Nupo able to get back for the save. TRK upfield. Nupo can't control it into a real take. Just put a single pop on it to put it on the back wall. Thank you for the sub. 4-month streak for Hezi. Appreciate that. Tier 1. TRK, low 50, and a follow-up. 6-4. What a saves from Nupo. We shouldn't be surprised at this point. He has been very consistent. It's just funny that the thing that sparked it all was nice shotting. Nice shotting somebody who made a shot. It just... who knew that that could be the spark? Minute 4 left to go. TRK and Nupo trying to get the Saudi rematch. for the grand finals. Nupo just so quick. Outplays. Can TRK get it down? He can't. I thought it was going to be another goal. But it actually wasn't. Nupo got a bit ahead of himself. That speed was the reason why he was able to surprise Team TehQoz, but also the reason why he couldn't slow the ball down enough to have the bounce drop underneath the crossbar. Nupo can't get back to the ball. TRK passing from the ceiling infield. Nupo the double. It's in. Unfortunately for Team TehQoz, he is absolutely backing up the trash talk. It's always nice when you can, you know, really shove it back in the trash talker's face. But when the trash talker is also being the best player on the field, that's got to be frustrating. Spanish kickoff. And although it doesn't work for a goal, Nupo and TRK, they're going to 50. Was it with Atomic? It was. Nupo throws the thanks. 0 IQ. He hit him back with the 0 IQ. Oh, wait. He didn't even touch it. It was actually just an own goal. I thought they squeezed it together, but Atomic just owned goals. Oh, my gosh. There is some serious animosity. Special K, thank you for the tier 1 for 10 months. Nupo lean back reset. TRK makes it 9-4 at 0 seconds. 3-0 lead for Team TRK, but it is a best of 7. Gonna have to be 4 straight wins for Team TehQoz if they want to do it. Otherwise, KSA shows that they own 2v2. Nupo is a crazy chaser. I could see how it could get frustrating to play against him. Game number 4. TRK and Nupo with a 3-0 lead. TRK backing off, letting TehQoz attack the ball, and waiting until it's a free possession for him. Nupo pinned this on the back wall. Now no boost left over. Both TRK and Nupo don't have a ton to work with. TehQoz had a chance there. After going high, Atomic can do the same, and he does. Doubles it away from Nupo, who had pre-jumped in net. No trash talk this time around, just the lead for the Spanish squad. It's a similar shot that Nupo's been hitting. That first touch reset before the double. Kickoff lost. Back to TRK, directly into the net. TRK looking to try and control the ball. Nupo to the skies. Does he have a reset? He does. Trying to play it slow. TehQoz able to react. Nupo a little bit on top of the ball, able to find his way under it for the... Nupo shot that too high. A pinch ground shot. Just barely not able to get it in. Nupo low 50. TRK had to reset on boost, otherwise he would have been around to probably finish that. Atomic instead takes it. Now they're attacking Nupo in net. Redirection back to the midfield. Nupo wins the race to the ball. The shot is straightforward and right at Atomic. TRK brings the dribble down for a 50 flick. TehQoz needs to be careful. He's able to bring the ball off the back wall. Nupo 50 to the ceiling. Nupo soft first touch. Still not going to be enough. Ball headed to the back wall. Could not bring it around. We're at a tie game halfway through game 4. TRK and Nupo trying to close it out in 4. TehQoz against Nupo. Nupo swings wide. It's going to be a freebie. Maybe because he saw Atomic rotating behind in net. Was he trying to avoid a demo here? Atomic did land. So maybe expecting that he had to dodge a demo. TRK upfield. Can Nupo convert this to a shot? Probably not. Atomic should be able to clean up the backboard. TehQoz has a 1v1 against TRK. The reset fell too far away from the ball. TRK is able to intercept. Nupo's chasing down the defender. Can TRK convert on that? TehQoz flips through, but not enough to get a 50. He is able to get a touch on the ball, but it will be TRK and Nupo able to tie it up. TRK 50 to the ceiling. Atomic trying to pop the ball back towards the blue half. This one into the corner. TehQoz gets his shot saved to the back wall. TRK trying to meet in the midfield. Didn't connect. Nupo. Corner win. Demoed, or getting a demo on Atomic in the process, but losing control of the ball. TehQoz reset, drops low, and now it's going to be a chase back the other way. Nupo, can he get the ball to a scoring position? Oh my goodness, what a shot. TehQoz actually had the save. How does Nupo put everything inside the net, no matter how far to the back wall he is? He finds the angle. But 11 seconds left to go. He didn't put it through, so it doesn't matter. Goal line save for TRK. TehQoz, a bump by Atomic. Can he finish it off? They can! Top left. Atomic feeds it back to TehQoz, who could not have placed it better than he did. 2 seconds left to go. If Team TRK and Nupo want to live on the sweep, but they won't be able to. It's at least one game for Team TehQoz. Game number 5. The potential reverse sweep for Team TehQoz could be in the cards if they can keep up what they had. Game number 4. TRK finishing off a dribble. Nupo in a dangerous position. Probably a good decision to break that up. Push the ball off the ceiling. TRK probably wants a bump. Doesn't matter. He doesn't need to. Nupo. The placement has been otherworldly. The ball needed to go top left, and it did. Not quite top left, but the important part was away from the defender. Kickoff lost to TRK. Free jumping as TehQoz starts his dribble. Nupo able to intercept it. TRK gets it around Atomic. Now it's going to be a late recovery. Will he be back in time, or is it just going to be straight into the net? It is. TRK able to put his team up 2. By the way, Taco, I'm not sure I thanked you. For some reason, I feel like that one I skipped. Thank you for the 20 months. I think it happened during the starting of the stream. Atomic. Back wall 50, an attempt to create an opportunity. TRK, strong touch to the opposite corner. Nupo actually backs off the ball. He gets... Oh, maybe not as a good idea, though. He got Team TehQoz to expect him to be challenging and try and outplay him, and they actually almost still did with the infield path. TehQoz, a goal. Slamming the ball off the corner in the backboard to set it up. A nice 1-2-1. Finish it off. First time catching me live. Great to have you here. Glad to hear you've enjoyed the videos. The scheduling was just, it was just a lot of back and forth. A lot of times people could do, then couldn't do, on both sides, by the way. And ultimately, we found out that we could be doing it right now, and so we just had to hit the go live button and do it, basically. Because otherwise, I mean, it may never happen. Scheduling is really hard, and it gets even harder with 4 people. Nupo gonna bump to make it 3-1. But as soon as we realized everyone was going to be able to play right now, it was a no-brainer. We couldn't pass up an opportunity that everyone was available. Nupo off the ceiling, just uses the jump to get back down to the ground. He actually is now behind the ball. He's going to try and attack defensively from behind. We've seen a lot of that in 2v2 so far, but Atomic made sure to keep his dribble fast enough that he couldn't catch up, but that's all part of the defense. Players are used to you meeting them to intercept dribbles. They're going to play it faster than they're comfortable with. Faster than they would maybe like to. Nupo front flip over the top of the net. TRK. Nupo wins at 50. TehQoz and Atomic bumping each other in the corner. When's the next apparently Jack 1v1? Nupo, goal line 50, make it 5-1. We'll probably do some more Jack 1v1s. I think he was interested. And now we have people coming into the US for the majors, so maybe there'll be even some interesting cross-server type 1v1s. But who knows? Maybe the mentality will switch a little bit closer to the major as everybody starts to lock in on threes. We'll have to see. Team TehQoz not out of it. Seemed like they might be. But with a minute left to go, they could find a way. It's going to be off the back of kickoffs for sure. Atomic dove and beat out Nupo as well on the back wall. Now they need something creative, I imagine. Seemed like a slight delay from Atomic. TehQoz popped the ball up. Nupo's ready for it. Actually, he missed it! Oh, TRK made it back in time. There was going to be a lot of trash talk if Nupo missed that and Team TehQoz was able to score. Instead, it'll be the goal the other way. On the counterattack after TRK did make it back. It's Nupo to the back wall and TRK with the finish. (6-2) Nupo and TRK are headed to the grand finals. It's going to be a rematch. Make it 7-2 of the Twins versus TRK and Nupo. Team TehQoz able to get one game, but that'll be the only one they get. Team TRK and Team Clears both looking on form today. I think we're going to get as good of a match as we could hope for between these last two teams. And I believe they're 1-1. I think the first matchup was won by Team Clears. The second matchup won by Team TRK. So this will be the decider in the grand final. A best of 7. The most prize pool on the line. TRK wants another. He's not going to get it. It will finish 7-2. 4-1 for TRK and Nupo as we head to the grand finals.